Okay, New York session live, currently looking at MNQ. MNQ on the higher time frames, we're currently in a bullish trend phase. So we had a bearish breakout bar from way back over here. This broke out of a range. Price consolidated, then broke out. This is the breakout phase. And then price flipped that breakout level, continued pushing up above that range high, and closed as a bullish breakout month. So this is a reversal phase. And then last month closed bullish breakout, which confirms that reversal direction. So overall structure is bullish, but current price action is bearish here. We're in a breakout reversal above the monthly breakout level and faking out the previous month high. If we stay below, immediate price action is bearish, but overall we are bullish in that trend phase. Weekly levels here, spoke about this move in yesterday's London session. I want to see price retrace back to breakout levels, fake out momentum timeframes, take it up. And that's exactly what it did. Had a nice trade in New York session, M30 trend reversal bar right there, faking out the momentum time frame and take it up to the previous week high for the trend retracement setup. First setup looking for on a breakout bar is always a trend retracement setup. So that was a nice move. Asia session today missed a really nice trade here. We had a bullish breakout day closure. Price got below breakout levels, and right at Tokyo Open, which is 7 a.m. local time over here, I saw that we were breaking out below the previous H4 low, and I wanted to see price pull back, fake out to continue the move down to the next momentum time frame right here. And so really nice trade over here, but unfortunately I did not take it. The entry was the first 3 minutes of the open, and I hesitated, wasn't ready for that, and it just went without me. There are some opportunities to get in Asia session, did pull back a number of times, especially on the M1. You can find these nice entries here, but I was having breakfast and having coffee, so did not catch that Tokyo Open move. And if I don't catch that first move at Tokyo Open, then I'm waiting for the next influx of volume, which is the H4 Open. H4 closed bearish breakout, and wanted to see price get down to the previous day low. And then price ended up faking out the H4 low, faked out momentum time frame, which is H1, and then started to reverse. And so I did not have that continuation trade down here, and I was not prepared to take the buy. Did want to see price continue to that previous day low, so I was not ready for that move. So one mistrade here, and I wouldn't consider this a mistrade. I think it's better for price to get down to that previous day low, especially since it's so close to it. So this is not a mistrade for me. Only this one. London session was a little tricky. London session local time is 2 p.m. over here. We're breaking out above the H4 high, which is right over here. But on the H8, we were below it. I believe that the H8 was, just let this load for a bit, right over here. And so I just wasn't interested in London session price. Try to break out, faked out, and yeah, after that, not interested, which leads us to New York session right now. So New York session, obviously you can see a big push right here. New York session, equity open, what I'm looking for are how did the last H8 and H4 bar and H2 bar, how did they trade? And H8 bar closes in 1 hour as well as H4 and H2, but the current H4 bar at the moment, before this move right now, we were stuck in a range here. And so I want to see price get out of that range. I have bullish bias, so I'd rather see buys, either a breakout, faking out, and then continue, or exactly what it's doing right now, continue back up. I do want to see one of these H4 levels get triggered. Right now, we're trading inside of it. So no setups for me on the H4. On the H2, we have a bullish breakout, bullish fake out, breakout levels here. Getting down below, you can see a range here as well, and we are at the edge of that range. I think for sure I'd be waiting for one of these levels to get triggered at equity open. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. This level actually can be bullish or bearish, so that's something I need to consider as well. We have that breakout breakout level, and so technically we got below that breakout level. So we are bearish below the breakout level, bullish above, and right here can do anything. This is also previous month high and previous week high. Bearish below, bullish above. Need to be careful in this area. But again, overall structure is bullish, so I'd rather be buying, but who knows? Something else that I need to consider as well. So talked about this in yesterday's London session video. When you have a strong push, you want to see healthy momentum will pull back to breakout levels to continue. And so on the H1, which looks at the daily as the momentum time frame, it actually has not triggered the previous day low. It did trigger the breakout level low. So this pullback dipped into the breakout level. So let this load again. This pullback dipped into the breakout level, but did not fake out previous day low. And so this is why I missed that trade in Asia session. I want to see that previous day low get triggered. And lots of times in New York session, actually, it will dip down and reverse what happens in London sometimes. So this actually is something that might be in play at Equity Open. So I'll have a look at that. But essentially, at any time I see a strong move with breaking out, I need to see that pullback. This gives me confidence that the move is not done yet. Either faking out the momentum time frame or dipping down to breakout levels to continue. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Fake out, dipping down to breakout levels. Yeah. All right. So equity open, 15 minutes, just a little over 15 minutes. Gonna see if which direction this is gonna go. I think this might be a tricky one because I do actually want to take this down, but overall structure is bullish. So let's see how this opens. If I don't like the open, then I'm gonna wait for the H4 bar and the H8 bar to open up. That H8 I don't like at all. It's just stuck in a range here. Inside bar creates a range. And we're also faking out previous week high. So lots of messiness can happen here. All right, so let's see how it opens up. Okay, 5 seconds left for the open. Let's see which way this is going to go. I'm not going to touch anything until it triggers one of these H4 levels. Okay, so just wait for one of these levels to get triggered, and then I'll know which way it's going to go. All right, here we go. Price is attacking the bottom here. Naturally, I prefer to see reversals, so that's what I'm going to be looking for. Closure back above the H4 to continue pushing this up, since I do have a bullish bias, but again, we are now faking out that previous week high. So bearish below this, possibility that this can just continue pushing. So this might be a good one to just sit out for that 1 hour bar. But let's see how this closes. Closed outside. Okay, so still waiting for this 10-minute bar to close. Okay, here we go. Starting to show signs of a fake out. We have a range over here on the M2. Fake out right at the range breakout level. If we can get back above, then I might go for this one. That would be back above the H4 low. So I need to see price close above that M30. I have the 1 minute on a different screen, so I'm also checking that. 1 minute has flipped. Trend reversal on the 1 minute. Yeah, so trend reversal, but I need it to get above. Okay, I'm just gonna get ready just in case. Okay, we got a closure at that M30. You want to see continuation. Uh, Needs to get above that M15 as well, I think. 15 seconds until this M1 closes. Faking out that M15. Okay, there you go. And let's see if this wants to continue. I want to see if it gets above to this level. I might cut the trade there, but if it just shoots up, I'm gonna wait for that previous day high. All right, so that's the trade. And let's see. Okay, real nice move here. Gonna lock in some profits, bringing that up below this M10, and let's see where this goes. Okay, it's continuing up. Gonna trail larger. Once I saw this one start to pull back, brought it back down to break even. So because I'm not ready to exit on that one, and so now I'm going to be trailing up to that previous day high. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the 1 minute, I can see it on the next chart is starting to reverse, so ending the trade right there. All right, nice one. I do think it'll continue up, but I'm not going to risk all of this that I made just for that little bit. Starting to get a little bit anxious about the reversal. So, okay, happy with that. 160 points, and that's it for the trade. So, to recap, coming into New York Equity Open, I saw that we were breaking out on the H4. So, New York session again. I'm looking to see what's going on with this H8, H4, and H2. H2 is what's happening right now. H4 is where I think price is going to go. Higher time frames were bullish in a trend phase, and coming into Equity Open, 8:30 over here, we were breaking out in the middle here, and then didn't know which direction. I want to see price either come up, form a base, and continue, or I want to see price reverse from the bottom here. So price ended up reversing from the bottom here. There was also a possibility that price could come up, go down, form a base, and continue down to the previous day low. So that's something that I was also looking at. But once I saw that price got back above the H4 low, and specifically the M30, this is when I decided to go for the long. So I actually got in a little bit late here. I was looking at the M1, which looks at M15 levels, and I waited for price to get back above the M15. So where was that? M30 was right here. Yeah. So had the entry, over here. This was a confirmation of the M2. Could have gone in early over there, but I decided to wait one more candle, fake out the M15, and so I ended up taking that trade instead. All right, so nice trade, held it up. Um, Normal target was the momentum time frame. So I'm usually going from momentum time frame to momentum time frame. So this would have been a nice place to exit. But because hard time frames are just completely bullish, I did feel that price was going to eventually get up to that previous day high. Let it run. Once price broke out above, went break even. Thought I would get in a little bit higher here, move my stops a little bit closer, but once it started to reverse, had to look again at the higher time frames. We were closed really strong on the H4, so I didn't want to let this one let this move take me out. Went back to break even here, let the trade play out, and right now on the M1, this is I was looking at the M1. I have it on the other screen. Once I saw this really close to that previous day high, just decided to cut the trade. So that's it for the trade, and on to the next one.